All right, friends, I want to say a word on behalf of an organization that I have the privilege to serve as the executive director of. It is called the Federation of Indian American Christians of North America. It includes Catholics, Orthodox Christians, evangelical Christians, mainline Christians, all who are standing up for human rights, particularly for those who are most persecuted in the country of India, including those who are Muslim, Sikh, Dalits, the lowest caste, and indigenous peoples in the country of India. And I want to share just for a moment with you what the reality for Christians in India has to do with the Christians in Palestine. The new Federation of Asian American United Methodists at this General Conference is asking you to pass a new resolution on the persecution of Christians and other minorities in India, to designate India as a country of particular concern, something the State Department has refused to do. Why? For engaging in systematic, egregious violations of religious freedom as defined by the International Religious Freedom Act and the Bipartisan Congressional Lantos Commission, and to ask that our churches and civil society denounce the rapid rise of ethno-nationalism in India. Here we have something in common. Ethno-nationalism, the use of religion to legitimate systematic violence against religious minorities in Palestine and in India. The New York Times has reported anti-Christian vigilantes continue to sweep through villages, storm through churches, burn Christian literature, attack schools, arrest nuns, assault worshippers. In many cases, the police and members of India's governing party, the BJP, are helping them. In church after church, the very act of worship has become dangerous. The ecumenical Delhi-based United Christian Forum, my dear friend John Dayal, a Catholic, a lay activist, reports that 700 attacks took place in 2023 against Christians. FIACONA, the organization I am directing, has documented well over 2,000 attacks on churches, clergy, and laity, the burning, the bulldozing of over 400 churches in 2023 alone. Open Doors USA ranks India as the top in the 11 of the most dangerous countries in the world to be a Christian, at a persecution level called extreme, beyond Pakistan, Iran, and Afghanistan, worse than Saudi Arabia or China. India's Foreign Contribution Regulation Act alone impacts hundreds of organizations. It has made illegal organizations such as Amnesty International, Compassion International, Mother Teresa's Missionaries of Charity. And this surge in violence is propelled by something called Hindutva, friends, a religious nationalism. It is a supremacist political ideology that has become state policy at the state level and federal level, and it conflates a militant Hindu ideology and Jim Crow-style laws applied to the minority groups across India. It distorts Hinduism. It exploits the lives and the labor of millions of people. It has taken their land, especially those who are Dalits, those who are indigenous women. And the alarming levels of state-sanctioned violence against Christians, lower caste Dalits, and religious minorities on the street and the state structure must be made an international reality and international response. It is high time. With India as the largest democracy in the world, we are no longer a democracy. And so you see the parallels for Christians who are advocating for religious minorities in India, and as we advocate for the liberation, the protection, the safeguard of our siblings in Palestine. If these policies sound familiar to you, as United Methodists, with a connection to India, as I do, my family going back generations, so they're Methodist missionaries into Afghanistan, medical missionaries, where Christians have lived for 2,000 years. It is a matter of justice for us to stand with international accountability alongside our Palestinian siblings. So I ask for your support for India as we pray for and support and advocate for Palestine. I'd also now like to invite my siblings representing the Native American International Caucus to come forward.